that we were setting up on our own. We moved from Berkshire to East Anglia for very good reasons. It was an irrigation business. We had tied up with a company that operated from Stuttgart and shipped from Hamburg. Real irrigators, sprinklers, piping and things like that. So we came here because we felt it was very well placed, both from the point of view of trading with the continent and also with selling our wares, which were irrigation equipment, because of course this is the driest area of the country where irrigation is needed. Also, there was a great variety of irrigation here. There was arable, there were fruit orchards, there were market gardeners, race courses, which needed irrigating. So we felt that to start a business, we had a very good market within a short radius from where we were, and that we could import very readily. In 1978, the ships could come from Hamburg to Rowhedge Dock or Colchester Dock. There were docks at Wivenhoe, Rowhedge, Brightlingsea, Colchester, and so we traded. And I cannot believe, in effect, that we were here at the time when we could benefit from that, because it wasn't very long after we gave up the business or sold it on. That was in about 1990-91. Had we been younger and carried on the business here, we would have had extreme difficulty, because the dredger gave up the ghost, which meant that the port closed, which meant that we couldn't have imported here. It would have had a huge impact on what we did. But you mentioned the rigger. This was really quite astonishing when you think of it, that we needed to make up what are called tow trains for Newmarket Racecourse. A tow train is a series of slightly jointed by the coupling, which can go through a sufficient number of degrees to make it move, pipes with sprinklers on them that are put together in any length that you want in order to irrigate a racecourse, which of course is a very difficult shape to irrigate because it's so very long and thin. So if you plug in these tow trains at stated intervals, you've got the thing sussed. Now the lengths of pipe have to be tensioned with wires, and opposite us we had riggers who were extremely skilled in being able to do this. So my husband went across and saw Ian Brown and drew up their plans for being able to make these tow trains. Now, we never imagined that we would need to use a skill of that kind, but of course when you're pushed to do things, you draw things together. So I think the period we were here was, I suppose, a sort of snapshot of only a decade or more, which is, in retrospect, is really quite remarkable.